Does anybody remember what we talked about last week?
No, because I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
I know. Where were you guys?
I wasn't there for 2 weeks.
I know.
I was in Texas. You were in Texas. I was at my house. I was at my house because I had a picture.
Yes.
Chicken
All right. Well, let's go over it. Luke, do you remember? Do you remember what we talked about last week? We watched a video.
Alright, watch your fingers all right. Watch your fingers. No, we don't. Awesome class.
Remember what it's about? Okay, last week, all eyes on me. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. Thank you. Last week we talked about Moses had passed away. Great big emotion. He went on to be with God. But Moses told Joshua to go. Remember the spies that we were talking about? The grapes were so big, and they were so scared because they were so big. They were big. Big, big, big. And they were scared. And they came back and they said, look, we can't go there. These people are huge. They're going to squish us. We're like grasshoppers. That's right. Yeah, they're like, we can't do this. So then they said, Moses and Joshua and Caleb, you have to put your faith in God. You've got to do this. He said for you to go. Do you think God would put us in a situation that we couldn't do?
No.
No, we're never going to be put in a situation that we can't handle if we rely on God, right? So, Joshua and Caleb said, okay, here we go. They crossed the river. Yes. They crossed the river, and they were going to Jericho. Okay, don't you put on here. Jericho. In Jericho is the oldest city in the world.
Is it still in existence?
What they believe, yes. The area of Jericho, yes. So, Jericho was huge, like a castle. It had all these people inside. And God said, you go take that castle. Joshua was like, man, this is so big. I don't know that I can handle this. God said, you can. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. But before that, we talked about that, but they went into the city. And this lady went to help them. Her name was Rahab. Everybody say Rahab.
Rahab, I know Rahab. I listened to the story on Superbook before.
There you go. So they saw this lady and they said, you need to help us. God is with us and we need you to help us. And she said, I know God's with you. I'm going to help you. So she put them up in the place and hid them from all the people of Jericho. Hid Joshua and Caleb. The next day they said, we got to go. We're going to take this place. And she said, I know God's with you. You help me because I helped you.
Yes.
So Rahab put down her little red rope and they climbed down, they shimmied down, and they booked it out of there, right?
Is it a red licorice rope?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So they grabbed the whole, hang on.
After that, did they eat the red licorice
Nope,
rope?
couldn't eat it.
They just ate it.
Just left it. So she pulled it back up for later. They go back and they say, okay guys, we're going to take this place. This is what we're going to do, guys. Listen, we're going to go with all horns, 7 people with horns and carrying the Ark of the Covenant. We're going to go around this place 7 times. Once every day. And they're like, that's crazy. We can't bring down a big old place with our horns. They're just horns everywhere. We bought a shofar, ram's horns. We know that like Pastor Steve did. So that God said, if you listen to what I'm telling you, you'll be able to handle it. So they did it. They marched around it 7 times, and then what did they do?
They went back to rest at the camp.
Nope.
They yelled.
They blew their shofars. Elizabeth, sit back.
Wait, I think I just heard a shofar.
Shofar. They blew it all, and then it started to shake. Elizabeth, very good. They walked around the walls, Zoe, please. They walked around the walls once a day for 7 days. Said, well, they still walked around it though. Like, look, this is what you got to do. And they're like, that's crazy talk.
You gotta
I don't
trust
need-
in
Zoe,
God.
I'm teaching the lesson. I need you to be quiet, please. Even though they said, you know what, that's crazy, God. That doesn't even make any sense. But he says, do it. So if you have your faith in God, and he tells you wild things to do, even though you think they're wild, but if it's in his name and if it's him telling you, you're going to be able to do it. That's it. So faith in God, that's pretty much our lesson. So
You just have to listen and trust God.
So, I'm going to ask you guys some questions. Here's your pop quiz. You ready? Raise your hand. If you spit out the answer without raising your hand, then it doesn't count. It's a pop quiz. You ready? Ready for the pop quiz?
Yeah, I'm ready for the pop
All right, here we go. Remember, raise your hand. Who fought the battle of Jericho? Who does it? Joshua and
God.
Caleb and the Israelites. Remember, don't forget Caleb. He was important too.
Caleb.
Okay, how did the Israelites knock down the walls by marching and cheering?
If they blew the trumpets and they walked around.
What happened when they blew the trumpet?
Like me.
But who else brought it down?
God.
God did. She raised her hand. I know, but she already said she's a woman. Very good. Who was Rahab?
A very good woman.
Okay, why was she good?
Because she trusted God.
Yes. Okay. She helped them, yep, and then they helped her. Let's see. God kept the promise to the Israelites and Rahab to her family because she was spared. Everybody else did not make it, but Rahab and her family did because they helped, because her family helped Joshua and Caleb, right?
She became an Israelite and
She walked on from there. She brought that Israelite, yep. This shows us that God is faithful. Who can tell me what being faithful means?
being good.
Yeah. What else is being faithful? Being trustworthy. Okay.
Obeying the parents.
Obeying. Very good.
Trusting.
Trusting. You said that. Yeah. Very good. I see you. Yes.
Being faithful is being faithful.
Being faithful.
Keeping your word.
Yep.
Keeping your word and doing what you're told and listening.
Yep. Zoe.
Trusting in Him.
Yep. And doing what he says, like our
Yes.
10 Commandments, right?
Yeah, and like it's kind of like doing what you say.
Exactly, like the rules in the house.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. Being nice is always good. Yep.
Yeah.
And the New Testament. So putting your faith in Yeshua, who can tell me who Yeshua is? Yes, sir.
He is the one above all.
Okay, what's his name? What's his? Nope, close. Yeshua's name in English.
Jesus.
Very good. Sorry, they got that.
Jesus.
All right. What promises has God kept to your family? Don't say it out loud. Let's listen. Oh, okay. Having nice things. You guys were blessed by that, right? That's good. What about you?
We're having 4 dogs.
That's a blessing. Wow, that's a lot of work too. Hang on, I'll come back around. How has God blessed your family? How has God been faithful? You don't know. Okay, we'll come back around.
Having 17 chickens.
Oh my goodness,
Oh
that's
my
a lot
gosh.
of eggs.
Imagine
Okay.
all the poop.
All right, Hadassah.
Yeah. Oh, having a dead I know, but the poop.
A what?
I think I said
I didn't understand.
he said our chicken is about to die.
Well, that's not like, I guess that's faithful.
You can eat it as food.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Yes, because you're about to blow up. What do you need to? white and black, right? He's super cute. What'd you name him? Huh? Benny? I like that. Okay, hang on, Zoe. Yes. How's God been faithful to your family?
By giving me my mom, because my mom was about 40 because she has
Sit down, please. So let's go on and tell you.
12 years ago?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, Zoe.
That when my 0-year-old puppy got his arm twisted because I dropped him in a K-jar accident, it healed after a couple of
Okay.
weeks.
Right. God healed them. Anything else? I know.
So, today in class we talked about Joshua and Caleb and their victory about running or walking around the walls of Jericho and them falling down. So, this is Rahab. She was the people who guided Joshua and Caleb so they could be safe, so they wouldn't be found by the guards. So, the craft it has two different pieces of paper, and so this one is of Joshua or Caleb, to be either one, in a separate paper, and you pull it up just like he's going up the wall of Jericho to meet Rahab, who left down the scarlet thread for them to find.
Hey, where did the lid go? Here.
Right? Second craft.
Ready? So, this next craft, it talks about the shofar that Joshua and the Israelite army walked around the Jerichos and blew their trumpets. So this is a little craft, you can color it, and then we roll it up just like a shofar, and then we staple it. And little kids can, just like a real trumpet. So, this is the second craft that we have.
You want to wear it on